Hello everybody, the topic of today's video is abnormal keratinization and ichthyosis. So we will guide you through some basics first and dig deeper into details. Let's get started. Skin is the largest external organ of our body and it plays some important roles in human life. The functions of the skin are to protect our body against microbes, physical, chemical damage, and UV radiation, prevent excess water loss, regulate body temperature, sensing stimuli, and helps in production of vitamin D. Let's move on to the composition of the skin. It is divided into two layers, epidermis and epidermis. However, today we will focus only on the epidermis.
Epidermis consists of 5 main layers, but we will focus mainly on the two outermost layers, which is stratum granulosum and stratum corneum, because they are the main site of abnormalities when the person is experiencing ichthyosis. However, not every epithelium will have stratum corneum. Stratified squamous epithelium can be separated into two types, keratinized and non-keratinized. Those non-keratinized are mainly the mucosa epithelium, which locate mostly in the wet cavities such as mouth, esophagus, and eyelid. These organs do not have this superficial layer because water loss is not needed to be prevented because of its moist environment.
The next question is, so how keratin is produced? Let's track the process step by step. The process of turning keratinocyte into keratin is called keratinization. Normally when cell grows in the skin, it starts from the basal layer, which goes the same here. It starts from the actively mitosis of keratinocytes in the basal layer of epidermis. Eventually the cells will start pushing upward to the above layer. As it moves through stratum granulosum, component contributing to the skin waterproof function will be produced here. The two special components in this skin layer are keratohyalin granules and lamellar bodies. Keratohyalin granules is a container of profilaggin gene, which is the inactive form of keratin connecting protein, while lamellar body is a transporter that transports free fatty acid, glycosylceramide, cholesterol, and proteolytic enzyme to the stratum corneum. Before entering stratum corneum, there is a transition layer which is known as stratum lucidum. It is a place where profilaggin is cleaved into filaggrin. This filaggrin will aggregate keratin filament together and eventually build up keratin layer. This will stimulate the initiation of cell dying process. When all cells are dead and dense with keratin, it means that they have reached stratum corneum layer. In this layer, corneocyte will be connected by corneal desmosome. Tips: corneal desmosome is a cell junction, similar to the desmosome that will connect corneocyte together. It has the main function of providing hydration and protection to the skin. Two main processes that will promote this function are: first, the degradation of filaggrin. Filaggrin will be broken down into moisturizing factor and UV blockers such as urochronic acid and histidine. And the second process is peeling lipids from the lamellar bodies to form a stacked layer of lipids, which is so-called lamellar structure. After that, this corneum layer will start to shed off as keratin. This is because the proteolytic enzyme from lamellar bodies will degrade corneal desmosome, causing cells to drop off from the skin. This process is called desquamation. It is continuously happening and the shed off keratin is constantly being replaced by new cells from the layer below at an approximately equal rate.
Next, let's move on to ichthyosis and abnormal keratinization. If the rate of keratin synthesis is not equal to rate of shedding off, the individual can experience an abnormal in keratinization. If the rate of keratin synthesis is faster than the rate of shedding off, this can lead to skin disease such as ichthyosis. Graphic shown here demonstrate an abnormal in keratinization when rate of shedding off is much slower than that of synthesis, resulting in the buildup of upper layer of the skin. Ichthyo means fish, which refers to scaly skin, and osis means condition. Therefore, ichthyosis is defined as a combination of skin diseases that have the condition of dry, thick, and scaly skin. But what causes abnormal keratinization then? It can be either from inherited or acquired. For acquired, we will broadly categorize it into two groups. First is ichthyosis associated with disease, such as cancer or AIDS. Another one is drug-induced ichthyosis, such as hydroxyurea, a drug that is used to treat cancer. And for inherited, there are many types of them, and in this video we will focus on the autosomal dominant type of disorder, namely as ichthyosis vulgaris.
It is a condition that skin cannot shed properly, leading to the buildup of dead surface scales.
This disease is actually caused by the mutation in filaggrin gene, which causes profilaggrin to not be able to convert itself into filaggrin protein. Let's see what are the consequences from this situation.
First, both keratohyalin granules and lamina bodies will decrease. And as there are less filaggrin protein, the association of keratin filament will decrease too. Therefore, the keratinization process is prolonged. This also causes the moisturizing factors to decrease too. This is why the patient with this disease will have the condition of dry skin. The next consequence is that the lipids covering the skin will decrease too. This is because there are less lamina bodies to transport important substances to this layer. Therefore, the skin will become weaker and prone to be attacked by the invaders. And because of the same reason, the process of keratin shedding off will not function properly. This is because there are no enzymes to degrade corneodesmosome, so keratin cannot shed off as it's supposed to do. And as a consequence, plaques are built up on the skin.